What if I told you that 99% of Pokemon trainers have been completely wrong about the most common encounter in the entire franchise? This isn't clickbait. This is the Rattata conspiracy that's been hiding in plain sight since 1996. By the end of this video, you'll never look at Route 1 the same way again. Rattata is the ultimate psychological warfare. Game Freak designed this Pokemon to be dismissed, ignored, and underestimated. Think about it. They made it the first encounter in almost every game, programmed it with weak base stats, and gave it the most basic move pool possible. But here's what they didn't tell you. Rattata is actually one of the most broken Pokemon ever created. Let's break down the real numbers they don't want you to see. Rattata's stats: 30 HP, 56 attack, 35 defense, 25 special attack, 35 special defense, and 72 speed. That 72 speed makes it faster than Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. Stab Quick Attack gives it priority that can revenge kill legendary Pokemon. Guts ability turns status conditions into raw power boosts that can Ohako opponents 3 times its size. The stats that look weak on paper, they're perfectly optimized for what Rattata actually does, which is endgames before they start. While you're setting up your powerful Pokemon, Rattata has already won. Here's where it gets insane. Pokemon speedrunners discovered something that casual players missed for 25 years. Rattata breaks the entire game's difficulty curve. In Red-Blue speedruns, experienced players have used Rattata successfully in challenge runs. Quick Attack bypasses accuracy, priority mechanics, and most defensive setups. Hyper Fang has 90 base power with Stab. That's stronger than most powerful moves you think you need. The Joey memes weren't random internet humor, they were accidentally highlighting one of the most underrated normal types in the game. Tournament players started noticing. Rattata began appearing in low-tier competitive play, not as filler but as a dedicated revenge killer with surprising utility. Rattata represents the biggest missed opportunity in Pokemon history. While everyone chased legendary Pokemon and pseudo-legendaries, the answer to competitive dominance was sitting in the first patch of grass you ever encountered. The design is pure genius, it looks harmless. Purple rat, simple features, basic animations. Game Freak created the perfect Trojan horse. Your opponent sees Rattata and immediately assumes you're either joking or don't know what you're doing. Then Guts activates, Focus Energy procs, and their entire team gets swept by a Pokemon they thought was worth 3 experience points. We developed Pokemon elitism while the most effective team member was literally everywhere. The anime understood this. When Rattata appeared, it wasn't portrayed as weak. It was portrayed as scrappy, determined, and surprisingly capable. The show writers knew what the games were really saying. In 2025, competitive Pokemon has finally caught up to what dedicated players knew all along. Priority moves, status synergy, and early game pressure define the current meta, which means Rattata's toolkit is more relevant than ever. Alolan Rattata added dark typing and even more interesting abilities. Recent low-tier tournament data shows Rattata consistently outperforming expectations against fan favorites, not because of nostalgia or memes, because it fills a specific role that many players overlook. The community is finally recognizing Rattata's hidden potential. Strategy guides are being updated. The Pokemon we spent decades avoiding is becoming the Pokemon some players realize they should have given a chance. So the next time you see Rattata in tall grass, remember, you're not looking at a weak encounter. You're looking at Game Freak's perfectly disguised weapon of mass destruction. Have you been sleeping on Rattata this whole time? Drop your most shocking Rattata discoveries in the comments. I guarantee other viewers have stories that will blow your mind. If this completely changed how you see early game Pokemon, smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss what we've uncovered about the Pokemon everyone thinks is useless. The conspiracy runs deeper than you think, trainers. Time to catch them all, starting with the ones you've been running from.